Hey everybody, it's your girl J9 Eve. Why? Because I said so. We're gonna listen to what Miss Pearly here has to say, and I actually heard it already, and I wanted to share it because it's a very, very, very good point. I've been pointing out myself for years. Okay, but let's just hear it.
Here's the problem with the girls that re-wait until they're married to have sex. These girls typically go through a party phase, hoe phase.
Now, let me point out when she says re-wait. When they re-wait, that means they done they done played around. They wasn't waiting. Basically, they wasn't waiting, and then they done not waited so much that now they just kind of have worn themselves out completely, and now they're like, well, this isn't working for me. So they're like, you know what? I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna do it different. Okay, this is the type of thing she's talking about. She ain't talking about girls who just wait generally. She's talking about the ones who re-wait. That's why she said re-wait. Okay.
And then conveniently, right when they're looking for a husband, they find God. And the issue with this is it is a mating strategy that women use. So essentially, what's valuable to a guy is a girl that hasn't slept with as many people. And this girl is trying to increase her value without actually adding any extra value. Typically, the problem with this is that the second guy that she picks, she's just not as attracted to. So he's got to wait until they're married.
Now, when she says the second guy, she means the guy in this phase of her life that she's trying to basically call it what it really is prey on. Okay. She's like, these are the guys that I never would have looked at twice because the term that likes to be thrown around is lames. The ones that would have been called lames, so she would not have dated, now are the ones that she's just gonna. I mean, my term for it is prey on. This is what it is. Okay.
Because she's just not as attracted to him. It's not as enticing, so to speak. So a lot of these guys end up with a girl that really doesn't like them like that and isn't like genuinely attracted to them. And you're not holding women accountable because you're saying, oh, you can do whatever you want and you'll still have a husband waiting for you at the end. That's just not the case for a lot of women. So
yeah, that's exactly what the fuck it is. It is preying. It's preying on the, like, if you don't want them, you're still not gonna, you can't talk yourself into being attracted to something. You can talk yourself into settling down with something, to signing some papers with something. You can talk it because it's a tangible thing. There's a paper. You can decide to sign the paper or not. But you can't decide to be attracted to somebody. Either are or you're not. And if these guys were people you were attracted to, you would have been dating those. So this is you basically, this is the only time that the term settling should be used. And it's not because there's something low stock to have, less quality to have than you deserve. It's more so you're not wise enough to be attracted to people for the right reasons. If you're not wise enough to be attracted to people for the right reasons, you're not going to know what to do with a person who is correct when you have them in your presence. You're going to instinctively abuse them, right? And in your mind, you're always going to feel like that you dated, that you married down, or that that you settled for this person, whom clearly that's not what is happening here, but that's how warped the mind is of these people. Like, you've been out here dating people who weren't shit, never were going to be shit. Even you knew they weren't shit when you was dating them. You knew they weren't shit. You knew. You did not know. You knew. Okay. You definitely knew. You told your girlfriends he ain't shit, but you still kept on for your own personal whatever reasons, and those are your reasons. And if that's who you are, then that's who you are. Don't think that you get to decide one day that you get to put somebody who doesn't deserve it in that position to have to deal with you and your warped thought process. You have a warped thought process. The things that should be attractive to humans are not attractive to you. You got told wrong, taught wrong, whatever. You believed wrong. And so this is who you are. Stay on your path. Finding that you are a toxic person, find you another toxic person. So you guys will stay out of everybody else's way. But when you go trying to infiltrate normal folk, you just end up creating you're now spreading your toxicity into this environment. Like if you are toxic, don't think that I'm toxic, but I'm going to go into this place that's not toxic, that's a healing place, and I'm going to go there and that way I can be healed. No. When poison is introduced to a healthy subject, the subject does not get rid of the poison. It does not dilute the poison. The poison contaminates the healthy host. Okay? Have you ever known a human to be given poison and the human cured or transformed the poison into rainbows? No, the poison killed the human. This is what happened. So if you are a poisonous, toxic person, just know that, respect that, be that, live that. That's your truth, honey. That is your truth. Find another person who wants to do different, is a toxic person who wants to change, and y'all go try to change together. That's your pot to play in. Okay? And leave normal people alone. They're there. That's all I'm saying. And I saw this and I thought that is a very, I mean, she said it in a very polite way, not a way that I can put it. But as you can see, I'm a little rough around the edges. I'm gonna give it to you raw, honey. Okay, this is what it is. Keep your toxicity to yourself. Okay, you are not a benefit for somebody who is not also toxic. If you're less toxic, if you find another toxic person, if you're toxic and you find another toxic person and you're less toxic than them, maybe you can help them to be a little bit less toxic. But just know, please understand that that relationship is always going to be toxic because it's two toxic people in it. And you going to go find a person who is not toxic, you're going to cause that person to become toxic because that's what poison do. Okay? And that's the lesson for today. That's it. We're going to keep it short and sweet. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Pearly. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Mama love you. Peace.